a plan that would allow coaches to challenge incorrect judgment calls. This comes after the missed pass interference call in the NFC Championship game, but the rule would include a penalty or time getting run off the clock if the coach is wrong with his challenge. So, Shannon, we're just learning more about this, but what is your reaction to this idea?
Is this going to be late in the ball game? Is it going to be
any time? That's how I'm reading it, but I'm with you. I'm still not clear about that.
Skip,
because I told you my proposal was last 2 minutes or overtime.
Skip, I don't like this. I don't want the coaches because, you know, when you open this box, Skip, there's a lot of things that's going to come out of it because there's really no doubt. You talk about, okay, you're going to run time off the clock or whatever. Skip, there's really no downside if it's third or fourth down. What do I have to lose? If I think there's a judgment call and catch the ball or there's a penalty I think should have come, there's no downside. There has to be a down. You lose the ball. If you said there was a penalty and there's not a penalty, you need to lose the ball on third down. That because we got to stop this, Skip. Look, the guy made an egregious error. Guys made an egregious error, but they're human. This is not the first time, Skip, and I get it. These are high stakes. You're talking about the NFC Championship game with an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. But to take this kind of drastic measure, no, I'm not for that. And now I know one team probably for that, but I hope this doesn't pass, Skip. I do not want Pandora's box open because I know what's in Pandora's box, and I want no parts of it.
I'm just processing this, but to your point, if you make it penal enough where you're going to lose the football, or as Jenny said, if it's going to be a 15-yard penalty or a big clock penalty where you're going to lose a bunch of time off the clock, at least that would make you think twice. You would have to be really sure about it. So maybe there would be fewer than we think of these kind of challenges. I was proposing only...
But what's the call, Skip? Is it going to be something down the field?
I'm just going to... My proposal was plays on the ball down the field, across the line of scrimmage, okay? Plays on the ball that involve the football, and it's usually going to be pass interference. Right? And I thought if you could at least correct those in the final 2 minutes in overtime, well, at least that would have eliminated the egregious blunder, what I think is the worst blown call in sports history because it simply decided a Super Bowl berth. Then that would have been fixed, right? That would have been corrected because you would be the first to say they blew that call.
Yeah, they did.
Like, I don't know anybody. I've yet to hear one pundit out there say, well, that call could have gone either. No, it couldn't have gone either way.
It was gone one way.
One way. It was blatant pass interference. Anybody could have called it, and they didn't. 3 or 4 referees looked right at it and didn't pull the flag.
But that's the question. You say you want it to be down the field on the ball. Is it going to be holding in the back?
Okay, well, I think this opens Pandora's box. Because if there is a blatant hold that you could argue allowed a third down conversion, right? Then I'm pretty sure this would be open for challenge.
And you remember San Diego and Cleveland? The right tackle, he's 3 steps out of his stance.
Okay, that referee got fired for that. Fired?
And I believe that's what's going to happen to some of these guys.
Well, do you think so?
I think so.
The NFL is going to have to, like, give us...
And even though...
give us that?
Because here's the thing. Normally, the NFL, they don't release that information. Somehow they got out that the guy that blew that call got terminated. That's not information that the NFL normally puts out. I don't believe he's the first guy that... Well, maybe he's the first guy that got fired during the season. Normally, after the end of the season, they don't renew the contracts. They go in a different direction.
Obviously, the problem here and the mitigating circumstance is this was a top-rated crew.
Correct.
So whichever guy you want to hold most responsible, the side judge, back judge, the down judge who was trailing Tommy Lee. What was his name? Lewis. Who are you going to fire all 3 of them? Are you just going to fire the side judge? You're going to have to give us one of their quote-unquote heads? Is that what it's going to do to appease the Saints fandom?
I don't think this is going to go. I don't think this is going to fly. Because, like you said, because then you're going to say, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Why does it have to be down the field? Why does it have to be on the ball? There are other penalties that occur that's not on the ball. Do I get holding? Do I get illegal hands to the face? What about the holding that's not on the ball?
There's always that hold. I always live in fear when I'm rooting for or against a team. And I just wait for that thing to flash up on the screen, flag. Because if you see flag on a play where they have stopped a third down, I'm waiting, don't flash flag, don't flash flag, because it can be a hold 30 yards, 40 yards away from the play on the ball. Are you going to put that under this?
Illegal contact. No, you're opening Pandora's box. I don't think, look, I know the NFL, they hate when they get a situation like this, Skip, because this is the second biggest moment next to the Super Bowl. The opportunity to go participate in the Super Bowl. And everybody saw it. It was egregious. It was a blown call. It wasn't it was bang, bang, and I thought it was bang, bang. That wasn't even close to bang, bang. But this is not the answer. This is not the answer.
But there has to be a way to fix what happened.
You can't. You can't. It's
well,
imperfect.
You could with
it's
my
an imperfect
way.
game.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If I'm a coach, man, I'm using my, hey, come here. Let me holler at you right quick. Let me holler. I don't care. What do I have to lose? Skip, if I'm down, what do I have to lose?
There's an old saying that any publicity is good publicity, but I'm suggesting now this is not good publicity for the NFL. We're still talking about it a week later, 2 weeks later. It'll be talked about throughout the offseason because it was so bad.
And go ahead.
Again, that's not good publicity after a while, and I don't think Roger Goodell would consider that good for the image, good for the integrity, good for the credibility of the National Football League. They have to make some move to attempt to fix this, and the only one I know is to limit it to the last 2 minutes.
If I got the lead, I'm going to call the flag. If they're coming back, no. The guy pushed off.
And according to that report, there are other proposals that the competition committee is considering, but this one has the most traction at the moment. So there could be other things everyone's going through. Regardless, they need 75% of owners vote to change anything, any rule changes.
Well, you know what you call them ain't gonna vote. You know Jerry Jones ain't voting for it, Skip.
He loves the, as he calls it, human frailty that is part of football. So does Shannon Sharpe.
The human elements, Skip. It's an imperfect game.
But see, Jerry cares more about marketing the league than actually winning football games. So he's okay. He wants marquee. And right now, marquee is that Shannon and Skip are still talking about it, lo these many days later.
And you see, Roger Goodell, one of the reasons he became commissioner is that he said in 10 years, he could get the league, 15 years, he can get the revenue to $25 billion a year.
He's good at that.
Reports have said they're very, very close.
Yep.
So Jerry likes them. Jerry gonna get him another yacht. He got a yacht bigger than a football field. He gonna get a yacht. What do you do? You upgrade.
I don't think you can get bigger.
Oh yeah, you can get bigger. Oh, you get 2 football fields. Yeah, you get the Queen Mary.
I don't know if that's possible.
Really?
Either way, it's good life.
Well,
though.
you owe me $1 billion, so maybe I should give me a yacht.
That wasn't when I was here. What was that bet on?
I don't know, Skip.
I know exactly what it was.
That was not smart, Shannon. You got to get smart.
What'd you swindle me out of?
That was not a good
It was on, who did I pick for last year's game? Minnesota.